Perry. I'm here at Demo Spring, a conference where a number of new companies are being launched. With books moving to e-readers, a company called Neverend Books sees no reason why they shouldn't be constantly updated.
Hi, I'm Chris Kavicka and I'm the president of Neverend Media. And I've come up with something called Neverend Books. The idea sprang from several years ago. I wrote a big paper book called The Book of FileMaker 6. And when I was about halfway through writing it, and I was working on the second half, the first half was already out of date. And it's a problem that's common in books, especially technical books, where the information changes so fast. So I thought, well, what if you could subscribe to the book electronically now that there's a lot of e-books and e-readers out there, so that you would always have the most up-to-date version of that book in whatever gadget you happen to have with you. So I came up with Neverend Books, and so this is the home page for my bookshelf of Neverend Books, and I've actually been slowly converting my own FileMaker book to this format. So this is the table of contents, and this is the beginning of chapter 1. Now obviously this looks like a pretty normal print book or even a electronic book as they exist now, with just mostly text and a little formatting. But since this is electronic, and since the gadgets are getting so much higher bandwidth and so forth, we can really start doing some interesting things with hyperlinks, obviously color imagery, integrated links to embedded YouTube videos, or embedded QuickTime videos or podcasts. And so as the author, I update this book on a paragraph by paragraph level, and people out in the world who are subscribing to the book will get these updates live as they happen. And so in addition to just being able to read the book and enjoy all of the rich media, they can also use these basic tools that people who use the e-readers now have come to expect, like creating your own electronic bookmarks, creating your own highlights, adding your own notes and annotations, and even tagging chapters with keywords. On top of that, there's also a social media aspect to this. So say you're in a class and you're learning about FileMaker with a bunch of other students, and it's late at night and you're trying to figure out something about relational databases. So you pop onto the book on your device and you bring up the chapter you're working on, and lo and behold, over here are 3 of your buddies from your class, and they're all reading the same chapter. And you can say, hey Neil, I don't understand what they're talking about here with this relational database stuff. Can you help me? And Neil can actually write back live, just like they're in a chat window, and say, yes, here's a link to another website I thought would be helpful, or here's a link to this other chapter that explains it a little bit more in depth, or here's a file and you can copy this and look at it. And you can also share out fair use portions of texts with your friends on all of your other social media sites. And of course, here's a link to your notes and other people's notes that you follow and so forth.
So you're what's called an alpha presenter here?
Yeah, it's called Alpha Pitch.
And tell me, what does that mean? How far along is your company?
Well, I think a lot of the Alpha Pitch companies are in different stages. I'm the president and head janitor of Neverend Media, which means I'm just starting out. I've been building this prototype in my spare time. I've got a day job and a family, and so I'm just out here chasing a dream. I'm obviously a writer and a techie guy, and sort of came up with this idea and threw it all together, and they invited me out here to come speak and see if I could get even just some basic funding to build just a basic prototype. So that's what I'm hoping for.
Good luck.
Thank you.